Hello everyone, and for my social issue project I chose gay marriage. In this debate I'll be arguing for it. Now, these are some of the arguments that I have, not that I have, but that I found on gay marriage. Let's run them down. Gay marriage is not natural. Being gay is a choice. Gays have the same rights as everyone else. Gay parents will only raise gay children. Marriage has been changed before. Gay marriage isn't supported by religion, and children will not succeed with gay parents. Now, these are just the popular arguments that I found. These are not all the arguments. So let's start with the first one. Gay marriage is not natural. Like this statement, I'm going to be proving a lot of these statements either false or illogical. Those that are false, I'll be proving with sources. Um, those are those that are illogical, I'll be proving them, or I should say disproving them, on the spot. So let's get started with gay marriage is not natural. Gay marriage is actually perfectly natural. There are over 1,500 different species of animals that display homosexual behavior. Just to name a few species, dogs, cats, birds, bison. A lot of your household's pets can be gay. And if over 1,500 species of animals can display homosexual behavior, I think it's perfectly safe to say that human homosexuality can be considered natural. This is supported by the U.S. News, U.S. Medical News Association. Now, this is the site, and this research has been supported by several other sites. If you want the link, all the links to the websites that I'm showing will be up here. So let's go on to being gay is a choice. Being gay is actually not a choice. There are three areas that scientists are covering right now to prove that homosexuality isn't a choice. Those being genes, hormones, and birth order. Now, for genes, I'll give an experiment that they did to prove it with prove that being gay is not a choice with genes. So they took an experiment with several gay twins, and when one twin was gay, the other twin was 70% more likely to be gay than normal. And this is the relationship between this is even greater than determining if you're right-handed or left-handed. So it's been proven several times that your genes have a great role on determining your sexuality. Now, this is also supported by a .edu website. Here we have it right here. Again, the link's up here to check its credibility. Now, we'll move on to gays have the same rights as everyone else. Now, this is the illogical statement here. What many people say is, I'll write in all caps so you guys can read it easily. What people say is gays have the right to marry. Yes. So this is what people are saying. Gays have the right to marry, just it has to be someone of the opposite sex. Which is, in a sense, true, but let's just analyze the statement for a little bit. We have gays. Gays have the right to marry, which sounds great. Then we come to the second part, just it has to be some of the opposite sex. Well, the point to being gay is that you want to marry someone of the same sex, not the opposite sex. So if you're gay, you're not gonna be marrying someone of the opposite sex. You want to marry someone of the same sex. Now, we'll be switching for some of us to relate, we'll be switching this up with religion. We'll make this a little bit different. We'll switch the minority with the majority and see how this makes sense. So for this, I'm going to create a scenario where people in this country, the majority of the people in this country worship Zeus. So we'll say Christians have the right to worship. So right now we're switching gays with Christians, switching minority to majority, and switching Mary to worship. And we have Christians have the right to worship. It has to be Zeus. Just it has to be Zeus. Let's look at that. Christians have the right to worship, just it has to be Zeus. Okay, well, now let's look the same way we did it to this statement. Christians have the right to worship. Sounds great. Just it has to be Zeus. Not so great. The point to being Christian is that you don't worship Zeus. You worship to Jesus Christ. Now, it's great that Christians have the right to worship. Have the right to worship Zeus. But since they're Christian, they don't worship Zeus. So the same things with gays. Gays have the right to marry, which is great, but it has to be someone of the same sex. Hence the reason why they're gay. That's also a reason why Christians are Christians. They worship Jesus, not Zeus. Alright. Gay parents will only raise gay children. This is illogical because this is like saying straight parents will only raise straight children. Straight parents will only raise straight children, which we know is completely false because we have several straight parents that raise gay children. Now we have a marriage has been changed before. This is actually false. What people are afraid of is we're changing the definition of marriage, and this has been such a sacred tradition to others, and they don't want to change it. Well, the fact is that marriage has been changed before. Recently, actually, in the past century. Just to name a few, women no longer women are no longer considered property. That's a change to marriage. Divorce is now legal. And interracial marriage is also legal. So all these things that we have now, women are no longer considered property. That's a change to marriage. Divorce is now legal. That's a change to marriage. And interracial marriage is, again, another change to marriage. So all these are the three big changes to marriage that have happened recently. And we just have to do is add gay marriage alongside all these other changes. This is these changes also have source. Gay marriage has also been redefined. Again, you can check the credibility up here. So we'll move on to the next argument. Gay marriage isn't supported by religion. Now, all I have to say to this is no, uh, no religion can impose views on the nation. That's all I'm gonna say. Um, I guess I'll add hashtag First Amendment. So you can't impose the views of your religion in politics. That's why we have the First Amendment. And we'll end off with children. Children will not succeed with gay parents. When I say succeed, I mean academically. A lot of people think that gay children are not as smart as heterosexual students. So this is also false because not because there's just gay students are just as smart as heterosexual students. Their sexuality has nothing to do with their academic abilities. This is also proven by a Stanford news website. Here's an article again. Once again, you can always check the credibility. Although it is Stanford, if you can always check, you can always trust Stanford. Most of the time, anyways. So these are all the arguments that we just covered and proof that they're false or illogical. I hope this may have perhaps not changed your view on homosexuality, but maybe give you a more of an insight on the topic. So thanks so much for watching, and bye.